Teaching a child to request or mand. Request or mands are typically the first verbal operant acquired by children. Learning to request can include anything from a food item like a cookie, a toy, or even a preferred activity. By learning to request, children can decrease disruptive behaviors as they will have functional modes of communication to gain access to their wants and needs in their environment. Cookie. Cookie.
Cookie. Cookie.
Cookie. You did. You got a whole one because you said cookie all by yourself. Nice asking for cookie. High five. Good job, buddy. The instructor begins by delivering the reinforcer with model for pairing trials. The instructor piques the child's interest by holding the cookie where the child can see it, but it's just out of reach. The key to success is speaker motivation. The instructor uses a full prompt with a 0-second time delay. Cookie. By avoiding other words, the child is more likely to only repeat the word cookie. Beginning with a full prompt prevents the child from making an error and becoming frustrated. The instructor provides immediate positive reinforcement following the request. The instructor immediately repeats the exercise, providing less assistance or a faded prompt. Notice that the instructor does not say, "What do you want?" Teaching a child to only respond to phrases such as "what do you want" could lower spontaneous requesting in the future, as a child could become dependent on waiting for someone to ask them what they want before making a request. Each time the child was able to request the cookie with less prompting than they were in the previous trial. You did. You got a whole one because you said cookie. When delivering reinforcement during mand training, avoid unnecessary words like "good job." Using just the name of the reinforcer itself will help the child to pair the word cookie with the actual cookie when making later request. Select the response form that the child will use. Remember, requests can come in many different forms. It can include pointing, signing for an item, or a picture exchange. Select the response form the child will be most successful with and therefore more likely to use. Teach when motivation is strong. Remember, practice makes perfect. Build motivation by manipulating the environment so the child will be more likely to mand, such as giving a piece of a cookie instead of the whole thing. Fade your prompts so that mands are spontaneous. It's important that the child also learns to ask for things that are out of sight. This can be taught by moving items from just out of reach to being placed on a shelf to being placed behind an item where only a part of the preferred item is shown and eventually faded to completely out of sight. It's important to avoid meeting the child's needs before they have to ask for items and activities, such as asking "what do you want?" or providing free access to the items in the child's environment. These steps will help increase the likelihood that the child will request spontaneously. Once a child is requesting a single item, additional items can be taught. It is important to stick to single word request until the child is able to request a large amount of preferred items and activities, such as 20 to 30 different items, before multiple word requests are going to be required. Using sentences to request, such as "I want cookie," should be delayed until the child has a large enough repertoire of single word requests to have his or her needs met. Use database decision making. Collecting data will track the level of prompting required for each target, as well as the total number of targets the child has acquired.